Alright, Busia for Yamamunya Makwaba so ba POG Media. So yes, and any day the country you media be subscribing. Now I like it. No I share you media ama Akuffo so answer to me akabi. And do not forget to click on the notification bell on send be any update be able drop it bian one so answer ebe to me akabi. Busia for yes mo be pin yembo political highway no so nyankotwe ensem do na emfa mesomo. Ne babra political highway no so ay de ni etre eye EC boss a me no work as a petition go for the removal no. A year another pink sheet be as so ababontia identify say allegedly no a year 2020 election a year former president Nana Addo dankwa ewini ye no say chrono bi ekoso na busia ensem no nchirimu ababontia yenkoni nkotie ensem no mu enchirimu yi
is finished for J.M&Sah. It is finished for J.M&Sah. J.M&Sah became the face of our electoral commission after Charlotte Osei was kicked out. Correct? Very pretty woman. She came in just after Charlotte Osei was asked to move. The NPP, led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo, brought her on. She won one more election for the NPP. And I'm choosing those words tongue in cheek. The election, many people said Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo had lost. On the sheets of the EC, Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo had won. My brother, my sister, even the first election, we were told that some hackers were at work. One of them, my brother, my sister, one Anoche, and the other, one Edubuahine. It's sad how people will try to divert the cause of justice, because by all means they must be in power. It's a shame. My brother, my sister, this lady here called J.M&Sah became the face of the Electoral Commission in Ghana. When she's granting interviews, listen to her. Arrogant. When she's talking, she never finishes. And when you want to interrupt and ask leading questions or questions that come out of her answers, she tells you not to interrupt her. That's it. When she goes out there to grant interviews, from her body language, you could see that this is a woman who is so full of herself. Those kind of women say, oh, they say it's a men's world. We will show them that we can do better than men. That in itself is not a problem. But when you rub it into people's eyes, that is where the problem is. Shutting anybody down who wants to ask so that it doesn't become a monologue in an interview. No, she wouldn't take it. You have to allow her to speak and speak and speak and speak. She gets tired, and when she keeps quiet, you can ask the next question. You don't have a conversation. You are having a monologue. This is Charlotte Osei. Now, my brother, my sister, somebody from the EC has gone all the way to write a petition to the president. And they want to see her out. John Mahama petitioned to remove EC chairperson J.M&Sah and 3 deputies from office for alleged misbehavior and incompetence. EC staff petitions President Mahama to remove chairperson J.M&Sah, deputies, and this is from UTV. This is from GH1. EC staff petition President Mahama to remove J.M&Sah and her 2 deputies. So one says 3 deputies. This one says 2 deputies. Whatever it is, J.Mensah is the constant. This is J.Mensah. We know who did it. But because of the petition, Article 146, what is in that petition? We can't reveal before the president sees it, according to the constitution and the procedure you have to follow, stipulated in Article 146, as we are told by the lawyers. But a few things have generally leaked. What are those things? Number 1, cronyism. What does it mean to say cronyism? She's been able to bring people around her who are bootlicking, who are saying, yes, madam, yes, madam, yes, sir, yes, sir. And encourage all these yes men and yes women around her. If you don't say, yes, madam, you are out, frustrated. Cronyism. The second one is incompetence. 2 very important things have come out of this. And it looks like J.Mensah will not stay. Chief Justice is gone. She was also fingered in some of these terrible things. She got a bulletproof car from Edouboahin and his gang of thieves. She got Afenyon marking, supported him allegedly to provide services to the judicial services. And he got personal money into his pocket, as told to us by lawyer Tadio Sori. In fact, CJ Tokono was one of the most, I don't want to use that word. My brother, my sister.
Alright, Busia, or family Nana when you go to our ocean, you best say, unsubscribe, you best subscribe. Now I like and share you me, I'm our phone so answer to me, Akebi. And do not forget to click on the notification bell, any update to be able to drop it and won't so answer able to me, Akebi. Abusia for family no, and some chirimuna so Abusia young Koti in some chirimu aka.
Talk on also surrounded herself with cronies. Edouboahin and his boys were giving her security in coach. After your marking, as we were told, could just get favors, unprecedented favors, right in the face of Tokono. Something that takes 10 days to be done in 2 hours with the influence and the supervision of Tokono. A whole Supreme Court panel could sit to be able to achieve a certain political ambition and goal. We all remember the LGBTQI plus issue, how Tokono handled it. But today we are not talking about Tokono. Remember that it was said before President Mahama even became president, that should he become president, CJ Tokono would go, J.Mensah would go. CJ is gone. The natural thing is now J.Mensah. Is this petition going to work? My brother, my sister, I spoke with a few EC staff, names withheld, and it didn't look like they were excited with J.Mensah. Addo came and removed this woman that was brought on as the EC chairperson. Charlotte Osei, she went away and brought his own referee. This brings us to that conversation. Come here. Come here. What is that conversation? should the presidency be responsible for the choosing of the EC chairpersons, the referees of our elections? Certainly no. How do you choose your own referee? This is the time for John Dramani Mahama to try and work out things so that a certain autonomous body will be responsible for the choosing of the EC chairpersons. How do you go for a competition with your own referee? But that is what is happening in our country right now. It would have been crazy if J.Mensah was allowed to thrive. She was brought on the same way she would leave, and another person will be brought on, political. And when we have this kind of mindset, then we are in trouble. After J.Mensah, probably the next person would be the special prosecutor, because people are already clamoring. I am not excited that any time political parties come into power, the first thing they do is to take out some of these people who are supposed to be referees, who are supposed to judge their stewardship in one way or the other. It's time to have autonomous bodies that select some of these people, that the presidency will never have a hand to take them out. Much as they say the OSP is autonomous, we all know that it takes just one petition and a few others to come together, and with political will and power, OSP becomes history. Our own OSP said the whole office sat down and watched helplessly as two people, a man and his deputy, Ken Oforiatta and Akore, left the nation, and they were people of interest in our country who were fingered for some office malfeasance and malpractice. To J.Mensah, no tears for you. You were excited when you were brought on. You jubilated. Abaya di botechino. Enwana edi boba. But it's time for Mahama to change the narrative. It's not an achievement to select and appoint the EC chairperson. In fact, for me, even the Chief Justice should not be selected by the president. No. We should have an autonomous body that can do all these things, so that the Chief Justice will not remain loyal to the president, but to the state. How many people think Black Rasta is making sense? We have had these conversations over the years, but it looks like politicians are so greedy and self-centered. They want people they can manipulate like puppets. J.Mensah, the same way you came in, that's the same way another one would come in, removing you, is the Black Pots, aka Koko Shodemo. And here we speak truth to power.
Alright, Abusuya for ye da munyina masese moji atanse etie nsempa de be so mo. Abusuya ye be sure say unsubscribe ya, abe subscribe. Now I like and share dwumede ama Akuffo so ensa etumi akabi. And do not forget to click on the notification bell so be any update be drop bia won so ensa ebetumi akabi. Can who say POG Media has said ye the best political news and be so mo. And you always be a bla has say be for best political news and be ya obehu de e kone de e ba e wo Ghana amanyo semu.